Since I was a little boy, like any other Italian, I had always had the fear of huge furry monsters running after me, trying to get me. Unfortunately, today is the day that my nightmare turns into a reality. However, today I came prepared. I made sure to study Labubus and figure out their weaknesses and strengths. And one of their weaknesses is gambling. Lucky for me, I poured my entire life savings in gambling, and the devil is making me do this in exchange for my soul. I should have seen this coming, as soon as I found out the name of the place was the Devil's Casino. I should have also known, because when I walked in, they explained it to me in full detail. For those wondering, Sam left me. He went on to pursue investment banking in New York City. I haven't heard from him since. Thankfully, I have been watching Family Guy 24-hour marathons, and that's the only thing that has been keeping me going. Like my doctor said, isolate yourself from all of society, sunlight, and basic needs, and just watch straight Family Guys. Recently, I have been trying to replace Sam. I have been looking at poisonous snakes, but every time I walk into the snake store, they all hide from me, and I don't know why. Without the storekeeper noticing, I stole a snake and named him Gerald, after my alcoholic hamster. Thankfully, Gerald number 1 is back from the hospital, so I thought I would share a cage with my weak little worn-out hamster and my king cobra. They are so cute together. The other day, I bought Gerald number 2 some snake food. Now, at first, I didn't know what snakes eat. Thankfully, Google has a feature that uses artificial intelligence to answer my questions. Next thing I know, I am feeding my king cobra straight acid I found in big yellow tubes that have a funny little logo and the word hazard on the bottom. It's been a week now, and Gerald number 2 has almost tripled in size. He's so cute. The other day he was shooting Gerald number 1 with lasers coming out of his eyes. I wish more people understood him. He doesn't really like confrontation or loud sounds, so I thought I would cheer him up. I brought him to a concert yesterday, and he loved it. Unfortunately, he is restricted from ever entering the United States and was forcefully sent to Guatemala. This goes out to you, Gerald number 2. Stay strong, buddy. Have you guys seen the debate between Gleep and Glorbus? I mean, why would anyone ever vote for that dirty rat Gleep? I heard rumors resurfacing around that he drinks orange juice while he brushes his teeth. Can you believe that? I would much rather vote for Glorbus and his plans for world domination. The other day, I found some homeless people outside and tried to make friends with them. Unfortunately, they said I wasn't cool enough to be part of their squad, so now I am trying to prove myself. I started studying, then immersed myself in exhaustive systems-based review protocols, integrating real-time pathophysiological mechanisms with clinical correlations while employing high-yield differential diagnostics, evidence-based treatment algorithms, and pharmacokinetic profiling, all structured through precision-based spaced repetition and active recall methodologies to simulate board-level reasoning under time constraints. But it wasn't enough, so I bought another king cobra. This time I'm naming him David. He was never as outgoing as Gerald number 2, or as strong-willed as Gerald number 1, but he has heart. I taught him how to drive, how to talk to women, and how to file taxes. Usually he just hisses at me, but I know he means well. 我把大卫带入我的生活，作为介拉尔的二世的替代品。这是一种必要的姿态，而不是欲望。然而，无论过去多少天，我的思绪每时每刻都会回到我们共同的纽带上。杰拉的出尔握胸威，厚重的奢望，没有任何存在，没有任何替代品可以反映你遗产的重量。I pray to God every day I never have to use my yellow belt in busty Italian martial arts. Not a day goes by where I don't thank my sensei, Mr. Sprinkle, for the hidden techniques he taught me. Now I am unstoppable. Every time I enter a Waney Hut Juniors, they tremble in my presence. What if instead of weather, we just had updates? Think about it. Imagine one day you're just a random guy, then wake up as Will Smith. Maybe someone will finally catch the little guy. Speaking of catching little guys, would you guys rather be Diddy for a day, or be a day for Diddy? If I was Diddy, I would solve world hunger. Then I could get my soul back from the devil's casino. Although that would be harder if I was Diddy. Please, always read the terms and conditions. I've built billion-dollar companies, crushed competitors before breakfast, and emotionally ghosted every therapist I've ever met. I, the CEO, apex predator, and master of suppressing feelings. But none of that prepared me for the hole left in my life the day I lost the top hat from my Monopoly set. Not just any piece. My piece. The way it glided across the board, silent, graceful, dignified. No one else understood. They laughed when I refused to play unless I had the hat. They called it just a token. But that hat got me in a way no living soul ever could. I tried replacing it. I brought in the thimble. Pathetic, soulless, cold in all the wrong ways, and every time I held it in my hand, it felt like betrayal. Not a single day passes where I don't think about the top hat, like the actual toy used in Monopoly. The perfect curvature. The way it sat, unwavering, on the corner of chance and luxury tax. No gold digger, no business merger, no award can fill that void. People talk about love stories like they're grand epics. But mine was real. And it was made of brushed aluminum. I found out the other day that my grandfather was actually my brother, and my best friend was my cousin. This came as more of a shock than the time I found out my English professor was actually just one huge pink elephant for the past 5 years. I found it kinda confusing why my school was only 3 letters long and had a bunch of classmates stuck in cages behind bars for people to look at. I was always the outcast. I never had a 7-foot-long yellow neck or a 6-foot trunk to drink water from a nearby lake. Long story short, I miss the zoo. I pitched an idea for a new social media to investors, and I think they loved it. They loved it so much, in fact, that they told me to make my pitch faster because they couldn't wait to hear it. Essentially, it was a whole platform where not a single user is real, but rather everyone is AI. No one except the developers can access the application, because if real people were to get access, then it would ruin the magical feeling of the posts seeming legitimate. I'm naming the project to project.135202.myproject. I feel like I am getting more used to Labubus. They remind me of my friends back home. I never knew why I had the initial childhood fear of huge hairy monsters running after me trying to get me. But I suspect it could be related to my fear of olives. Either that, or the time it actually happened in real life, and caused me immense trauma. What if I was a Roblox? Would I just blocks around? Like Obama said, howl, 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 howl. Oh, you are men of stones. Had I your tongues and eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's vault should crack. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead, and when one lives, she's dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass. If that her breath will mist or stain the stone, why, then she lives. You know what, Labubu? You're pretty all right.